What is up, my little pony trolls, and welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while since we've seen each other, and I am here with a new PNG tuber, at least for the holidays, and some new content. I'm starting to kind of gear out of just My Little Pony content, though that is my main focus, and I'm going to talk about some other things that interest me. Starting off, I want to tell you guys where I've been, which is on TikTok. I have been streaming every other day now for the past 2 or 3 months pretty consistently, where I do Dandy's World runs or just kind of draw on stream. I also play other games that I find interesting at the time or I am currently obsessed with. For Christmas, I got Project Diva, so I plan on playing that on stream here whenever. We also created a Discord, but more on that at the end of the video. So I'm no stranger to ranking ships. I ranked ships in a video a little while ago about ranking My Little Pony ships, which was fun, and I loved doing it. So my fandom, again, has asked me to rank more ships, but this time, Dandy's World. Now, there are a lot of Dandy's World characters, 40 to be exact, counting event tunes. So I did have to narrow this down a little bit, but do have a plan to do more expanded versions or more specific versions tailored to your guys' request. So for this video, I decided to focus on what would be considered the most popular Dandy's World ships. And if you're wondering how I decided what was popular, I basically went, what ships do I see the most on TikTok? And then I chose those, and that was how I got what I've list. If you guys think of a better ranking list or way to rank these that isn't all of them at once, which maybe I will do someday, it would just be really hard to find every single possible pairing that people really like and put it in one video without just ranking X-Tune, 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 X-Tune while going down basically a grid, because that's not essentially ranking ships, that's ranking pairing. Either which way, let's get into it. Ranking the most popular Dandy's World ships. According to me, this is my opinion. Starting off strong with Starter Pack or Boxton X Poppy is going in S tier for me because it is a ship that I always think about the second you bring up Dandy's World ships. And not even because I personally ship it that much myself. It is just a ship that I like thinking about a lot because it is the first 2 tunes you are able to play when you get into the game, and the first 2 tunes you really get to know just throughout the fact that you have to play them for so long before you can get a first tune that is not them. They make sense to me, they feel well rounded, and they're going in S tier and they're staying there. Reflective Detective, I know y'all love it, or Roger X Glisten, is gonna go in B tier for me. I like this ship. Do I love it? No. Do I hate it? No. Is it my favorite? Also, no. I would put it in C tier, but I'm gonna save C tier for things that I more so heavily dislike, and D tier will be for things that I hate. Why do I not love Reflective Detective, you're asking? Well, it feels like they're shipping them mostly just because they kind of look the same. And I know what you're saying, they have dialogue and interactions and stuff, but I don't really care. It's nice. It's nice to look at. I will give you guys that. Reflective Detective is nice to look at. Moving on. Angry Hugs is also gonna go in B tier for me. Love it. That's kind of it though. I like the idea of a huggy wuggy type character being with Shrimpo, but it's also something that I don't love, so you know. Haunted Library is another popular one, but I'm putting it in C tier. It's not my favorite. I don't really like Brightney all that much, which is crazy because I'm a V main, but I don't feel like she goes that well with Connie. I understand why people ship her, so before you get into the comments telling me 100 interactions that prove why they should be together, I get it. Just not my favorite. I like them both respectively with other people. Berry Vision is going to be straight D tier for me. I don't understand why anybody ships this. These guys clearly have beef, and I don't know if y'all are shipping it in a Kiss-Me-Sis type way for my Homestuck fans, if you understand that. If not, little like TLDR. Hate love, like I don't understand that. I personally just don't think they would go well together, but again, that is my personal opinion. Paper Mache or Scraps X Yada is definitely S tier for me, and it's not even based on any interaction or anything. It is purely just all of the fan art I've seen, and I love their color palettes together, and it's just one of those things that I personally have no logical reason to ship, but love. T-Case is going straight in D tier for me. Honestly, it's gonna go above this, above Berry Vision, and that is because I don't hate it as much as I hate Berry Vision. And I only hate T-Case because I ship somebody else with Tegan more than I ship them with Roger. And when I get to that ship, I will tell you about my headcanon and why. Gingerberry, as my fandom knows, absolute all-time favorite ship right now. And forever, probably almost forever always will be Gingerberry. And the reason why I ship Gingerberry so much is because I like the idea that Cosmo and Sprout want to be best friends so bad. You know, like every best friend pair that I've ever known wanted to be like related somehow through marriage or chosen family. So I like the idea that Cosmo and Sprout kind of got together and helped set them up with Ginger, so that way Sprout and Cosmo can be related best friends, and Sprout gets to be happy with Ginger, and Ginger gets to be happy with Sprout. It just feels like a well-rounded relationship that would be, if this were a show, would be a perfect pinpoint placement relationship, in my opinion. Speaking of Sprout and Cosmo, Fruitcake is going straight into D tier. Why? Because I hate it. Do I hate people who ship Fruitcake? No. Are a lot of people who ship Fruitcake toxic? Yes. Is everybody who ships Fruitcake toxic? No. But why do I hate it? Because I don't think every best friend pairing that is together needs to be shipped together. Because clearly they have a codependent relationship. That doesn't mean it needs to be a romantic one. I personally, big underline on the personal, don't like it when people take just friends and make them romantic, because not every best friend pairing needs to be romantic. And on that topic, Ragebait's gonna go here for that too. I feel like Finn and Shrimpo are just friends. We don't need to ship them at all. I don't like it. It's just my opinion though. Coco and Eclipse are going in A tier for me because it's a ship that I really like. It's reminiscent of the Beastar ship, and yes, I know that's why people are shipping it, but I love it nonetheless. I've always loved the idea of a prey ex-predator character, and it doesn't even have to be in a furry sense. There are humanized versions of this as well. Like Tokyo Ghoul and Devilman Crybaby and Bloodsea kind of as examples. Let's bring up Tegan again. And my S tier ship for her being Shrimp Tea. This makes sense, right? I mean, I feel like everybody ships shrimp. Everybody ships Tegan and Shrimpo, okay? And I have actually a whole headcanon made up about Shrimp Tea and T-Case, which is that T-Case, they were married, got divorced, had Toodles. Well, they had Toodles and then got divorced. And then Shrimpo and Tegan got together, and that's why we often see Shrimpo babysitting Toodles, because I feel like Shrimpo is trying to get closer to Toodles after being with Tegan. And it's like, I just feel like it makes a lot of sense. I really like Shrimp Tea. Shout out to Havu on TikTok. They make the best stuff and are one of the major reasons that I love Shrimp Tea. Coming up strong next with another S tier ship for me, Soul Basket. Honestly, I gotta put it above Paper Mache, but second only to Gingerberry, because Gingerberry I love year round, but since, you know, this is a kind of new ship, Soul Basket is, it's gonna go in second place, but I love it so much. Bassie being the forgotten-ish type princess with a very, I imagine, loyal knight lover. I mean, I love a good knight ex princess. They created an entire trend on TikTok for these two, and it's just consumed my entire heart when it comes to like Dandy's World ships. But obviously Gingerberry's gotta take front place, right? Louie and Connie is going in B tier. Not my favorite. Don't hate it though. Honestly, you know what? Actually, I'll put it in A tier because I like it more than I like other ships with Louie. I like Funnyberry, so I'm gonna go with this. Speaking of Funnyberry, I'm gonna place that in A tier I do like Funny Berry, but I like it less than I like Connie and Louie, so it's gonna go behind that. But Funnyberry is cute mostly because I like how often Sprout reassures Louie that he is worth his baking. That is just sweet. So you know what? Just because of that, it's gonna go above Eclipse and Coco and Louie and Connie. Moving on to 3 Shelly ships, we'll just rapid fire these. V and Shelly, Shellivision, Discovery Channel, whatever you want to call it. Solid ship, A tier. Not my favorite, but solid ship. Fossil cleaning, solid ship. Not my favorite. Moonshell, oh, S tier for me. I love this. I feel like Astro is the only one who could really know kind of what's going on really deep in Shelly's mind, because the fact that Astro can get into Shelly's dreams and just really connect with her on a level. Because in my mind, Shelly's quiet when it comes to things that are actually getting to her, so it just really makes sense in my mind that her and Astro would develop some kind of a deeper relationship once Astro came up to her and was like, hey, you're having dreams about all this kind of like nobody really likes me type stuff, let's talk about it. And I feel like she would talk to him about it. Y'all are gonna string me up for this, but Moonflower, straight going into C tier. I don't hate it, but I dislike it. I don't get it, personally. I feel like they're just best friends. I feel like people are doing to them what they do to Fruitcake, but albeit a little less, because I feel like it's very heavily canonical that Sprout and Cosmo are best friends, but it's a little more looser with Moonflower. I just personally feel like they should be friends. I don't like their ship because I feel like it's toxic. I feel like they would be toxic, and I don't know if that's just my personal impression of them or not, but that's my opinion. Now last, you may have noticed there's been a speed paint going on somewhere in this video the whole time of Ginger and Bobette, which is why I've saved this for last. One of the most popular ships, according to TikTok, is gonna go in S tier for me. I know I ship Gingerberry a lot, so that's probably surprising to you guys, but I do like Ginger and Bobette. It's classic, it's a solid ship, it's a ship that makes sense. Ginger and Bobette are constantly there for each other and reassuring each other. Bobette, I almost feel like, mentions Ginger every 3 voice lines. Like, not actually, but it does feel like she mentions Ginger a lot. So it makes sense in my head why people ship these two. Alright, every pony, that was my ranking of what I consider to be the most popular Dandy's World ships. If you think of some more ways for me to rank more Dandy's World ships, or just some more ships in general you'd like me to rank, let me know. I am gonna work on another ranking video, but for My Little Pony, and I'm going to be regularly streaming on TikTok as per usual every other day, 5 p.m. to just about 7 or 8 p.m. CST. Again, every other day, where I stream Dandy's World, and since I just got Project Diva, I'll probably be doing that as well. Now about the Discord. We have a Discord currently going on for the community, which is mostly for chatting, sharing art, and announcements for when I am live, when I post videos, etc, etc. But here's the exciting bit. We have a art contest going on right now until just about, I think, January 18th or 14th, where you design me a Dandy's World OC. Look at my TikTok for references to how I look, if you would like. And first place, depending on who wins, will be getting a full scene commission from me. Second place will be getting a headshot commission from me. And third place gets a chibi. Now, what you're going to be drawing is making me a Dandy's World OC, extra points if you draw twisted and abilities and such. And that's the best of what we have going on right now. This is a very calm server for the most part, so if that sounds fun for you, go ahead. I will put the link in the description of this video. Hop on over and say hi that you came from YouTube. Let us all know that. But moving on, I really hope you guys liked this video. I'm gonna try and come back to YouTube more regularly. I've been kind of all over the place and missing for the last almost 9 months, I think, from YouTube, because I moved and I've been getting back into the groove of things. And now that I am back into the groove of things, I say it is time to get back into making content so you guys can look forward to seeing more uploads from me. Will they be consistent? No, but have they ever been? So, at that, my little pony trolls, until next time. Bye!